Wow, my phone dinged right when I started to go live. How's it going, guys? My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jared Bear. Today's date is Sunday, December 7th, 2025. It is, in fact, the first Sunday video update of the month of December, the final month of 2025 already. Can you guys believe that? It is just incredible. My name is Jared Fuller, as I said. Joining me off camera in the kitchen is my dad and Amy. Of course, dad usually comes in and he'll join me off camera on the couch, but he's out at the kitchen table with Amy. If he comes in, that remains to be seen. If not, that's okay too. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe. And where did all my wow? I had 5 viewers and then suddenly I'm down to one. Damn, do I scare everybody away? I must. Um, So today, well, first off, let's go into the chat room here. Let's see. Oh yeah, tonight is the Fox Sunday Flashback with Dan Richards. It is the first Fox Sunday Flashback of the month of December, and tonight Dan will be breaking out the Christmas tunes. So if you have any requests, whether it be classic rock, country, or classic rock, classic country, or southern rock, the number is 810-230-9777. Again, that's 810-230-9777. You can listen to the Fox Sunday Flashback from anywhere in the world by following the link in the chat, and then it'll take you to the station, or you can download the Fox mobile app and you'll be able to listen online there. So that's tonight, the Fox Sunday Flashback at 7 o'clock Eastern time, because I know the time, the time differences. So you have to figure out, if it's 7 o'clock here, what time is it where you are, kind of a thing. So 7 o'clock Eastern time, 103.9 the Fox Sunday Flashback with Dan Richards. So we have Chewing Off My Toenail in chat again this week. He says, my toenails are asleep, but will immediately awaken by the sound of your voice. And we actually had a little chat just a few minutes ago, one-on-one before showtime. I asked him how he was doing. He says he's fine. His toenails are doing fine too. And then he says, you don't mind the comments? I said, not at all. We all laugh at your comments. And he says, good. And he says, my toenails show their teeth when they're hungry. And then he says, I can't buy Arm & Hammer products because my toenails get jealous. And every morning, my toenails stand tall and proud for my tub of butter. Ew. And then he says, have a great day. And then he says, fuck. I think he just wanted to test the waters to see if he could get away with saying the word fuck in chat, which you can. You can say the word fuck in chat. I don't care. But derogatory comments will be removed. He wasn't being derogatory. He just said the word fuck, which is good. It's okay. Fine by me. Hello, Dad. So last night, Dad and I were trying to prepare our well house by configuring where to put wooden crates and what to do with the old well house. And we got a heat lamp out there. We didn't have water for a couple of days, but we do now. We got the heat lamp out there, but we didn't have water for about 2 or 3 days because the pumps are frozen. And so we finally got water again, and that's a good sign. That's a good thing. Very good thing. So when we finally got water back, the first thing I did was set the coffee pot for 7 a.m. this morning, and we all enjoyed fresh coffee. And we've got those big water jugs, like the gallon jugs. We got like two. We got three of them. Well, we got two of the big water jugs, and then we got the smaller one. But I filled up 3 jugs of water, so that way, should the situation arise again, we'll still have water. And I don't think we shouldn't have issues now, but we have to insulate it, and we got to make sure that it stays thaw, throughout the wintertime. But it's a work in progress. Dad and I were really busting our asses yesterday trying to get that thing up, and we got it, and we got water again. So I told Dad that I wasn't going to let him do it by himself. I mean, obviously, I can't let him do it do all that by himself. So we were bouncing ideas off each other, and he says, I got to thinking, what if we tried it this way? Maybe this way would work. I said, well, yeah, let's go with what your plans are. You're steering this boat, so wherever you steer is where I'm going to follow. So if you have an idea, pass it by me, and we'll go from there. And so that's what we did, and we've got running water again. Woohoo! So this week, I think after I'm done with today's show, we're going to do Dad and I are going to go do some grocery shopping. And after that, I don't know what's planned for this week. What's that? Yeah, it's currently 24 degrees according to my little weather gadget on my computer, huh? It was in the single digits overnight, and we did pick up a couple inches of snow, I think, overnight. And when I woke up this morning, it was still snowing. And then once the snow stopped, the sun come out. Typical Michigan for you, huh? So I don't know what the plans are for this week other than that. I don't know if we're going out to Pine Run tomorrow night. I'm not going to have the money because I'm running really low on money on funds at the moment. So yeah, we're having money's tight this month. And yeah, we got our property taxes last week, and it's 700 and let me read it. I'm not going to say anything, like any personal information, but 763.86 is how much we owe for winter property taxes. And it's because of the siding. So, because at the top of this receipt, the tax receipt, it says residential improved, meaning, but that's what I don't understand, because this was already up when we paid property taxes last year. And it wasn't this much. Not that I recall.
No, because we put new siding on it. Because you see a lot of houses nowadays that are.
I understand that, but the fire wasn't recent.
Yeah, I know it.
Like why are they taxing? Why did they raise our taxes now for home improvement?
Because I put new siding on it.
But we didn't. But Dad, you're not following me. Why are they raising the taxes now when we've already had the siding on the house last winter and that wasn't this much? And Amy makes a good point. The cost of living had gone up.
But everybody's taxes went up.
Yeah. So the most that I am seeing on this receipt is the trash pickup. $190 for trash.
I thought that was going in with our taxes.
It is right here. Yeah. $190 is what we owe for trash pickup. Hello, Blade. You're not late. We start at 3 o'clock Eastern time, buddy. 3 o'clock until 4 o'clock. You are just in time. I don't. Well, there's a receipt up there. That might be it. But the trash is the most expensive, Pop. $190. Second most expensive is the Chesaning school debt. $117.81. I don't have kids. So why am I paying that? I don't have kids. Our taxes say the same thing. We have not done anything to the house or the property. Oh, well, that's summer. I'm talking winter. And see, Linda in chat, our friend Linda Hendrick, hi, sweetheart. She says our taxes say the same thing. We have not done anything to the house or the property. So everyone's taxes just went up. The Dow Event Center, $11.76. Hospital debt, $9.94. We need DAG cam. That's what Blade says. Mosquito control, $26.18. Castle Museum, $5.22. The county parks, $7.68. Senior Citizen Center, $18.06, or maybe that's just for senior citizens in general. Animal control, $11.10. Sheriff's services, $45.74. And these motherfuckers want us to donate more money to their department. And sure, I'll donate one. Children's Zoo, $5.23. 911 Authority, $7.31. Health Department, $12.54. The county roads, $52.36. But they raised the tax on marijuana. Delta College, which I'm never going to fucking college, but I still have to pay $53.82. Intermediate School District, Saginaw operations, we're paying $3.80. Saginaw Special Ed Intermediate School District, we're paying $91.63. We're in Saginaw County, so we still have to pay it. Although I don't have kids, again, I don't have children, period, but I still have to pay. We're exempt from the Chesaning School operations. Saginaw Intermediate School District, CTE, whatever the hell that is, $26.14. I think a lot of this is just, well, we'll tax you like just because tax, or like, here, you can afford to pay this extra money in tax. Hey, fuck you, tax. Local operating, $22.98. And for the fire department, $39.27. And then for the trash pickup, $190. That is the most expensive on this receipt. And it all comes to $758.57 with an administration fee of $5.29, which brings a grand total of $763.86. I don't mind paying for some of the stuff, like the Dow Event Center. We use that. Mosquito control, we need that. Castle Museum, it's pretty cool. I've been in there. Now, like the sheriff and the emergency stuff, yeah, of course we got to pay that. I don't mind paying that, but Jesus Christ, a lot of the trash pickup was $190. Yeah. So Dad and I split that, and we'll get it paid. It's not a problem. We'll get her paid. And I live on a paved road, by the way, Blade. I don't live on a dirt road. The dirt road actually starts. There's a bridge down the road here, and it turns to dirt right when you cross the bridge.
I think a senior citizen, if you don't have kids in school or anything, if you're a senior, you shouldn't have to pay taxes for schools or anything like that. If you don't have children in school.
I think taxation is theft. Personally, it's theft, legal extortion. Yep. Just like when you go to the Secretary of State to get your tags and shit renewed, they dollar you to death for all over a sticker that goes on a piece of aluminum that's bolted to the back of your car. They made me pay $180 for that, just for a sticker. It is absolute monotony. All this money that allegedly goes to fix our roads, and the roads are still shit. My family got a new Storm Tracker, I call it Storm Tracker 3XL. It is a 2005 Chevy. Nice. Hey, Blade, while I got you here, I actually had a question that I wanted to ask you, weather related. Do you have a windsock? I don't know if you know what a windsock is. Sometimes you see them at the airports. It's those long orange things. When the wind blows them, they kind of move. Because what a windsock, they use them at airports and at like the water departments, the sewage treatment plants and things like that. So basically a windsock just tells you wind direction and wind velocity. I didn't know if you knew that or not. You have them at KCLE Airport. Do you have one at your house? Because you can have them. There's no requirements that you have to meet. There's no laws or anything that you have to meet in order to have one. Anybody can have a windsock. Anybody. I'll give them a chance to respond, but oh, you live in an apartment. Oh, I guess that answers no then. But yeah, anybody can own a windsock. And I've been thinking about getting one only because with our septic and everything, I was going to put it on the well house. That way we would know which way the wind's blowing and like the wind speed and all that. I was thinking about getting a small one for the well house. We don't fly airplanes. My cousin owns an airplane, or he did own an airplane. And when you drive by his property, because he lives just a few miles over this way, and when you drive by his property, he's got a windsock out in his out on his property. And Pumford's used to have a windsock because he owned an airplane. How's the weather over there? It is cold and snowy. We picked up an extra 2 inches of snow overnight, and it's really cold. It's only 24 degrees outside right now, according to this little weather gadget I have on my computer here. Huh? Yeah, it got down to 8 degrees last night. Whew. So yeah, that's what anybody can have a windsock. We in Ohio, we got 5 inches. Yeah, that sounds about right because they said the southern half of lower Michigan from about I-69 south was going to get like 2 to 3 or 3 to 5. So that sounds accurate, Blade. But yeah, I didn't know if you knew what a windsock was. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the National Weather Service has windsocks. I think, but don't quote me on that. If you want an accurate snow measure, buy a Yolometer. Yeah, I could do that. I think the National Weather Service office in White Lake, which monitors weather for Southeast Michigan, I'm pretty sure they have a windsock. Does the National Weather Service in White Lake have a windsock? The National Weather Service, NWS, in the Detroit area, which covers White Lake, focuses on high-tech forecasting, not typically roadside windsock displays, but they do use windsock data from airports like Oakland County International Airport for official reports, so you'll see them at local airfields, even if not the main NW office itself. Well, that makes sense. I think the National Weather Service office in Wilmington, Ohio, has one. Yeah, they actually come in handy. I'm not looking to get like one of those big windsocks that you see at the airports, like the yellow and orange. It's orange with the white stripes. Just maybe just a small one. I could check Walmart right while I'm here, just to see if they have anything cheap. So let's see here. Orange. I'm going to put airport windsock because that's basically what they are. Well, that one's $106.90, but that comes with the frame. Because those. Oh, you think I should have a big one? Let's see. That one's only $10, but it's not. It's not the one that's big enough. Looks like I might have to save a little bit extra money. Let's see here. Airport windsocks, orange waterproof windsock, reflective wind bag. You should start your own weather channel. I don't know. I watch your channel, and then I watch another YouTube channel. It's called Remy Reports, I think. You might know who I'm talking about, Blade. So I watch you and I watch Remy. I think his name is Remy anyway. 15 bucks for that one, but that's yeah. Might have to save up a little bit of money and get one that's actually, big enough to I mean, even if I have to buy a windsock with the frame on it,
You might be able to find them cheap at other places.
well, there's only 3 left of those. So, Airport Windsock Corporation, 13 by 54 inch orange windsock with 13-inch ball bearing frame. See, that's what I would need, and all you would have to do is get a piece of that thin, what do they call it? I think it's like a steel rod
Yeah.
or whatever, like a watt, like I don't want to say it's a flex tube because it's not flex tube. It's for the water where it's got the screw on it, and you just twist the ends on it. Well, the pole, the frame goes inside of that rod, and then you could just mount the rod up. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Like it escapes me right now, but that might be the one. If I can get my hands on some extra money, I might get that. Oh, I hope they still have them by next month. Because, well, the thing is, we have a weather vane on the house too. Like it tells north, south, east, and west. But I don't know if that's really accurate because we can't see it. So if we look out the window at the well house, and if we have a windsock up there, it'll tell us the winds, the wind direction, the wind speed. Um, Dad's kind of laughing over there. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, it does. That's what windsocks do." The thing is, like when like you see the orange windsocks with the white stripes on them. Each of those stripes is 3, like the wind speed is, I think it's 3 knots per stripe on the windsock. So say, for example, when the wind blows and it goes like 2 notches or like 2 stripes over, then the wind speed is at 9 knots because or whatever, or 6 miles an hour. Yeah. It'd be 3, yeah, if it goes over 3 stripes, it would be 9 knots or 9 miles an hour wind speed or something like that. That tells you, and whichever way it's facing is the way the wind's coming out of. So if the winds are southwesterly, then the windsock would probably point northwesterly or northeasterly rather. If it comes from the southwest, it'll probably point to the northeast. I think. People keep sharing your home address on Facebook. I keep reporting the bill. Who's sharing my home address? Really?
Why would they be sharing a home address?
Huh.
Oh,
What do they achieve by sharing my home address?
why would they do that? That's private.
Well, my question is what are they achieving? What are they gonna do? Like, so what if they share my home address? I mean, I appreciate you telling me. I appreciate you telling me, Blade, but like, and I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, like, what does
What kick do they get out of it?
what's the point? I don't understand what the point is of publicly posting my home address.
I get in trouble for that.
It's weird. My haters are doing it. Well, see, and that's just the problem. That's just the thing about haters. Um, and you can get anyone's information. You can get anyone's address on the internet. Anybody's. It doesn't, you know. You can get anyone's address on the internet because most of the information that's public information. Um, but in any event, what like what are they trying to achieve? I'm not asking you, Blade, because I know you're not going to know the answer, but it's a hypothetical. What are they trying to achieve?
Besides that, Jared, that's not even your address. That's my address for this house.
But even still, it doesn't matter. Why are they sharing the home address?
Invasion of privacy.
It's not really technically legally it's not an invasion of privacy because my home address is listed publicly in the phone book, and because when I pay bills, the bills come to this address, therefore that's going to be public information. Um
You can get a rise out of it.
I don't know what that's supposed to prove. You post my mailing address, so what? So what?
Somebody in charge.
Are you going to send me a prize? Are you going to send me a new Camaro? Like, I might have a secret Santa. See, the thing about haters, Blade, is they're really not haters, they're fans. And these people are so obnoxious that they have nothing better to do with their free time. It tells you how miserable they are. Now, if because I know, Blade, that you are subscribed to the Jared Fuller Show and you're subscribed to this channel, I don't post or upload a lot of videos. I haven't lately because I'm busy living my life and doing other things. I don't focus on people who are just miserable in life and they think they're going to get some kind of rise by posting my mailing address. The thing is, now who would be calling on a Sunday? Who would be calling on a Sunday? Yeah, pathetic. But they're trying to get a rise for whatever reason. I don't know. Now, you get a lot of people um, who will put their information on Facebook and then they get mad when someone like, I don't know, me, when I contact them and say, hey, what's up? Well, I don't want you contacting me. Then take your fucking email and your mailing address off the fucking page. You're putting it out there. There is no expectation of privacy in public. That's just the rule of thumb. There is no expectation of privacy in public. Now, however, I'm almost and you know what else it could be, Blade? Because last year I had legal issues, right? And legal issues are kind of a public thing. I mean, you could Google my name and it'll say Jared Fuller versus state of Michigan. That was for the bullshit that went down last year when my brother's girlfriend accused me of putting my hands on her when I didn't, and these two were witnesses. And so I took it all the way to trial. I didn't accept any plea bargains. Took it all the way to trial, and she never showed up. So that could be it. I don't know what they're trying to achieve by putting my physical mailing address. Like, and
What's your point?
like, oh my God, you found where I lived. Now what?
What's your point?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Are you a secret Santa? Is your name Gala Peavy? Are you a dinky tinker toy? Are you gonna bring a hippopotamus for me to play with and enjoy? I would be happy to have a hippopotamus for Christmas. Like, but I appreciate you telling me, Blade. I really do appreciate you telling me. Don't worry about that though. There's nothing to worry about. Again, it's just people who have a lot of time on their hands. They are worthless, pitiful, pathetic people. They live a very boring life. And, my life isn't filled with constant excitement and what have you. But I don't make it a point to dox people for no particular reason just because I'm a loser and like, oh, I'm such a loser. I want to make someone else's life miserable because my life's miserable. Well, you can live your miserable life and leave me the fuck alone. Now, saying that to you, Blade, I'm talking about the haters. But yeah, I appreciate you telling me, Blade. Although I don't think anything's gonna come of that. I mean, I don't know why they post my home address. It really just doesn't make any sense. Um, I don't know. They think I'm supposed to be intimidated by that. I'm not. I'm not intimidated by it. I mean, are they planning to come to my house? Well, bring it, motherfucker.
Bring it on.
Bring it. Because you'll be met with something unpleasant.
You don't know, but that's my dad's house. And
Well, this is my house too.
oh yeah, but
And they'll be met with something unpleasant if they show up, which they're not going to show up. That's a big if. Big if. Too many ifs.
if they do, I tell them get the fuck off my land.
I do more than tell them. I'd show them. But
We starting to get off my fucking property. I'm
Yep.
gonna throw you off.
it's nothing. I'm not concerned about that though. But I still, Blade, I appreciate you telling me, buddy. You didn't do anything wrong. You
Right, told her.
yeah, you're my right hand man. I'm glad you told me. Um,
But think about it. It's funny.
it is funny though, like, oh well, this is where he lives, and and
So you're gonna send somebody else to help me fix my house up?
I mean, yeah, does that mean I'm gonna get a home improvement,
Oh yeah.
or are you gonna wait in the bushes across the road with your binoculars and watch me check my mail? Ooh, ooh,
Walk down the road.
like what's the fucking point? I just it's I don't know. It doesn't even affect me. It doesn't even bother me. But I'm still glad that Blade told me though. He's my right hand man. He's always watching out. I appreciate you, Blade. And I said it last week and I'll say it again this week. You are one of the coolest people in the world, and you should never let anybody bring you down or tell you that you're not important or worthy enough, because those people can kiss your white ass. I'm on a roll today. They'll probably become a PCH scammer and say you won something in the bushes. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but Ed McMahon died a long time ago, and I don't think he's going to be bringing a big cardboard check to my front door anytime soon. If it's Publishers Clearinghouse, because my generation, we are old enough to remember Ed McMahon. He was the host of Star Search, and he was on Johnny Carson show, him and Doc Severinsen, for any number of years. And he did the Publishers Clearinghouse. Hi, my name is Ed McMahon. You've won all this money, and he with a big cardboard check. He used to do that. But nah, you're good, brother. I'm not worried about it. It's nothing I'm concerned about. I mean, they post what's the worst that could happen? They post my mailing address publicly. Like, what does that I don't understand. I should do a Google search
Just to have scammers send you
just to
stuff.
see,
That's probably why.
Well, no, they're my haters, Dad. They're from the child of cancer world. They have a lot of fucking time on their hands. Let's see. Why do people publicly post my physical mailing address? Whoops. On social media. People publicly post your address on social media for reasons like harassment, doxing, scams, identity theft, address fraud, or sometimes mistakenly thinking it's public info from old records. It's often to intimidate, which they don't, gain access to your mail finances, or for malicious pranks, creating significant risks like fraud and physical danger, making it a serious privacy violation. So basically, doxing, that's what it is. Harassment and intimidation, which they do not intimidate me in the least. Harassment, well, and that's the pot calling the kettle black, because they've been accusing me for years of harassing people, and they're doing the very fucking thing that they're accusing me of doing. That's what makes this so funny. The most common reason is malicious intent to scare, harass, or blackmail you, which they never will, often by releasing personal details to online forums where others might act on it, which explains why there's a group on Facebook that's private and don't share anything outside of this group. It tells you that they are low life pieces of trash. Yeah, Russ Boggs and let's see who else, Carrie Rickman and Debbie Carver. Fuck you. You people are still low life losers. You always were and you always will be. Scams and fraud. Criminals use addresses for identity theft, fraudulent purchases, address fraud, fake job rental offers, or to intercept your mail for sensitive information. They won't. If you're in a dispute, someone might post your address to incite others or to get back at you. Oh my God, I better lock my door. I better run for my life. Bring it. Mistaken belief. They might think your address is public record, e.g., from an old phone book, and not realize the severity of sharing it online, or they might be young and unaware of the risk. Social engineering. Cyber criminals gather info from social media to craft convincing phishing attacks or to impersonate you. They wouldn't be dumb enough to try to enact identity fraud or identity theft. They know better than that. It's a major breach of your personal space and can lead to unwanted attention. So the very thing that they've accused me of doing is the very thing they're doing. Somehow they think when they do it, it makes it okay. It makes it better. But they accuse me of doing it, and then they try to make it sound like it's the worst thing in the world. These people are demented. I mean, I understand they're bored during the day and they've got nothing better to do. They're really fucking bored. And most of these people what do they do all day? They sit around and have nothing to do. They get bored. So what do? They put my physical address on the internet and, I don't know. Hey, Blade, did you get any actual names of people who are posting my physical address? You can share it here. You're safe. You ain't got to worry about that. If you have any names of people who are posting my physical address, you can drop them in chat. You're not going to be at risk of anything. Truth is, no one knows your parents. I don't even know your parents. And no one knows where you live. So, yeah, you can put the names in chat if you have the chance, Blade. You can put the names in chat, and you'll be all right. You're safe. You got nothing to worry about. So I'll give you if you can, I'll give you an opportunity to do that. But I'm not worried about it. I don't know, Dad. Should I run?
No. Why?
Should I hide under the bed? Should I call the police?
No, because the police.
Fuck the police. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Yeah. Well, that's okay. Because I have ways of finding things out. So shit. See, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Despite the fact that I've had issues with people in the past from the child and cancer world, I've learned to let a lot of shit go. And these people apparently have not learned to let it go. I am so glad that I live rent free in these people's minds, that they keep me in their mind constantly. They must really deep down love me, because they wouldn't go through all the trouble of doing this shit. It doesn't prove a thing about me. Nothing. It proves more about them being malicious and being stupid. And oh, well, this is his physical address. Are you in high school? Get a fucking grip. What are you trying to prove? It doesn't, I don't know. But Blade, if you get the names, please email me or put them in chat. I don't get people like that. You know, Dad, I don't know. I've got better things to do than to sit around and to look up a person's mailing address. What does it prove?
Ain't like I'm going to visit anybody.
It's not like I'm you know, I'm going to make it a point to go and stalk somebody. I don't stalk anybody. And it's, you know, the thing is, and this is something else, they want to cry foul because like I email somebody, they want to cry foul. Well, you're stalking me. Well, I can't stalk you if you're putting your information out there. You're giving people leeway to contact you. You can't cry foul afterwards. It really shows your maturity, you know. What are your most favorite things ever? I don't know. Depends what it is. But Blade, if you feel more comfortable emailing me the names, you can go that route. You don't have to do it here out in the open where people can see. Email me. My email address is in the About tab section of this YouTube channel if you are able to access it. Because I don't know, are you watching this from a phone or a computer? Because if you're watching this from a computer, you can uncover my email address. You're watching it from a phone. Okay, you gotta uncover it from an email address or from a computer. I'm sorry. You gotta uncover the email address from a computer in order to get the email address. Or if you have a pen and pencil ready, or a pen and pencil. Jesus Christ. If you have a pen and a piece of paper handy, I can leave it in the chat really quick. And then you can write it down. And when you get the email address, I'll delete it out of chat. You ready? Okay, I'm going to put it in chat. I'm not going to say it out loud because the video gets watched in replay. So that's my email address, which I guess it really doesn't make a difference because if they're watching this from a computer or if they're subscribed to this channel from a computer, they can access the email address. They can uncover it from a computer. But that is my email address, Blade. You can email me anytime. And it'll be an extra layer of protection for you. So, okay. All right, cool. So, yeah, you email me and you get me some names and I'll take care of it. But I appreciate you again telling me, Blade, because I don't personally here's the thing. I'm a grown man and I don't get intimidated very easily by stupid people. It takes a lot to get me going. Yes, I have one dog, but we're watching my brother's dog right now because it is too cold where he is. Woo! I've got mail. It is too cold where my brother is, and so we're looking after his dog until he takes him home again. So, but yeah, check. Go ahead and check that, and send me the names. Email me the names. I have one dog. Yes, I used to have 3 dogs, but 2 of them passed away this year, and now, man, my hair's growing long. I gotta shave again. But with it being cold outside, the hair kinda, acts as a blanket for my head so I don't get too cold. Keep one of my, extremities warm during, brutally cold temps. Yeah, our dog Barkley, he was just really old, and he had arthritis in his legs, and, we decided that it was best to put him down. And our other dog, Scruffy, he died. We don't know. He died mysteriously. He just suddenly got sick and died. We have no idea. Do you like football? Honestly, Blade, I am learning football because I didn't watch football growing up and no one ever explained it to me. So, I'm learning football actually. I'm trying to figure out like the downs and the yards and all that stuff. Yeah, a matter of fact, the Detroit Lions just beat the Dallas Cowboys last week. They revealed themselves, they redeemed themselves. And so I'm really happy. The score was 44-30, I think. And I don't think they went into overtime, but they did pretty good. The Lions actually did pretty good in the last game. I didn't watch it because we don't have the channel to watch it. I was really upset about that. But I figured the more I watch, the more I watch of football on TV, the more I might be able to understand it. Do you understand the downs and the yards, Blade? I think I'm understanding it, but then someone tells me I'm wrong, and then it's like, no, that can't be right. Because the way that I've heard it explained sounds more likely to be true. Like, say if they're for example, if they're at the 30-yard line, if the Lions are at the 30-yard line, and say because they have 4 chances to move the ball 10 yards. So if they're at the 30-yard line, and let's say, for example, on the first down, on the first try, they move it 2 yards. So then it would be 2nd and 8. Then on the third try, they move it, say 5 yards. So then it would be 3rd and 3. And if they move it on the fourth try, the fourth down, let's say they throw the ball and get an incomplete pass, well, then it's 4th and 3, I think, still, or something like that. But anyway, that's how I think I think that's how it works. But I could be wrong because I'm still learning the ropes of football. So I'm still learning football. I am still learning. Oh, that stupid background noise. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, that's got me intrigued now, Blade. And they're actually really dumb, this fucking ignorant enough to be posting my mailing address on Facebook. I don't understand what their logic is behind that. What does that prove? What does it fucking prove? I don't understand it. Let's see. It's really weird. It's just really weird. Yeah, like right here. Right here. Cancer families exposing Jared Fuller. This group has been created to attempt to help cancer families know the truth, whatever the truth is, about me, also known as Jared Bear. To help be a voice for kids when they can't be their own against his supposed advocacy. No screenshotting. Well, and I've gone over this any number of times. If this group is meant to expose me in however way it's supposed to expose me, which I'm still fucking clueless on what they mean by exposing me, why would this not be vital information across the board? Wouldn't you want everybody to know if I'm so terrible? Be kind and courteous. Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? The people who are telling you don't screenshot anything because we're going to make up lies about Jared. We want you to be kind and courteous. Are you people missing your dosage of fucking daily medication? Because this is really fucking stupid. Be kind and courteous. You don't know the first thing about kind and courteous. You miserable fuck. Ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions and share your story. We're all in this together. Oh my God. Yes, because I'm on a rampage. Respect everyone's privacy. Really? Respect everyone's privacy, but you're going to post my mailing address on Facebook, but you want everybody else to respect each other's privacy. Hypocrites, man. Being part of this group requires mutual trust. Authentic, expressive discussions make groups great, but might also be sensitive and private. No shit, you think? What's shared in the group should stay in the group. Why? Again, if this is vital information that you think everybody should know, why would you keep it secluded to a fucking private group? No hate speech or bullying. No hate speech or bullying. These fuckers are really trying to win points here. They're really trying to score points. Fucking stupid. Stupid people. Oh my word. And this is funny. Oh my God. I needed a good laugh today. That was great. But after the show today, after I leave here, after I sign off here, I got to do some grocery shopping with Dad. And oh my God. Hey, Dad, when we go shopping today, should I keep my eyes out for people who are sharing my mailing address? Should I keep my eyes out for people who are gawking at me? I should hide down behind the windshield. Don't find me. Don't look at me. Don't see me. So stupid. People are stupid and they're hypocrites. Wow. Wow, that is amazing. That is incredible. Damn. It is just it's remarkable how the stupidity of people. It's entertaining really. It's really entertaining because they're they want to again, they accuse them of something and then they try to make it sound bad, but what they're doing is no different. They're harassing me. And they're just cowardly enough to do it. Well, that's okay. That's all right. I mean, I don't feel threatened. I don't feel scared. I don't know. Should I feel scared, Dad? Yeah, I should. I should be quaking in my fucking boots. Oh my God. Someone's got it out for me. They're going to put my physical mailing address. It's funny. But anyway, we are down to the last 5 minutes of the show already. Man, the hour goes by quick when you're having fun. Yeah. Blade, you still here? But yeah, I've got things to do today. I apologize for the dead air. We've got 2 more shows scheduled for one for next week and the one after, and the one after, the one that's scheduled 2 weeks from today, will be a special Christmas edition of the Sunday Video Update. And I hope I'll see all of you here in 2 weeks, and so I can at least wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And wow. Yeah, I'll be here next week. um, I don't have anything else to do. Not that I'm aware on Sunday. I don't have anything going on. Um,
Sundays are boring.
yeah, they can be. Tonight, you're gonna send me a drawing. You're gonna email it to me, Blade? I want to be certain. I don't have my PO box anymore, Blade. So, you're gonna email it or here's an idea, Blade. Well, so Blade, listen. You have my email address, right? If you want my physical, well, I mean, you've already seen it on Facebook. You've already identified it to me, so you've seen my physical mailing address. Um, but if you would like to send me something in the mail to my physical address, that would be okay too. Um, that's entirely up to you though. You don't have to. You can if you want to. I don't have an issue with that. But it's entirely up to you. Uh, but I want you to just keep it in mind. You didn't do anything wrong, Blade. You actually I am harmless. I'm not going to go to your Blade. You know what? That I'm not even I know you're harmless. No, I was not insinuating that at all. Um I know you better than that. You're a good kid. You're a good person and you are harmless. You've had enough people be harmful towards you, which really pisses me off. But I can't say it like that on the Jared Fuller Show because the Jared Fuller Show is family oriented. It's meant to be rated G. And here on this channel, say pretty much whatever the fuck I want, as long as it's within reason and I'm not, um, I'm not racist. So I'm not going to give, say racial slurs or anything like that. I'm not homophobic or anything like that. But um, pretty much here, I say whatever I want, as long as it's within reason. Um, But I know you're harmless, Blade. I know. No, if you wanna mail something to my physical address, Blade, I don't have an issue with it. Um, but I do appreciate and again, you did nothing wrong today. I'm glad you told me, which, I'm not concerned about people sharing my physical mailing address unless they're actually if they're gonna I mean, yeah, send me some money. Hell yeah, you got my address, send me some dough. Send me some moolah. But I think they do it to intimidate, and they are failing miserably because I'm not intimidated by anything or anyone. And they think if they write me a letter and don't put a return address on it, do they think I'm gonna open it? Probably not. So it'll go right in the garbage anyway. Um, however, if they like say for you for example, Blade, say for example you just put your name, you don't have to put a return address. If you put your name on the envelope, then I'll know that it came from you. But all these other people who would be too cowardly to send me something without putting a name on it, I'm not going to open it. So that's where you would be more um mature than them. So you're a good person, Blade. And I don't want anyone to ever make you feel like you're not worthy because you are. You're one of a kind and I'm glad you're here and I love you. So,
Don't forget Dan tonight.
yeah. And tonight, Dan Richards, 103.9 the Fox Sunday Flashback. He's breaking out the Christmas tunes tonight, guys. So, make sure you place your request 810-230-9777. You can listen from anywhere in the world. You can you can download the Fox mobile app. You can listen from anywhere in the world. You can follow the link in the chat. Um, it'll take you right to the website, the station's website, and yeah, go start the truck pop. And you can call in with your requests. He plays classic rock, classic country, and southern rock, all at your request. So I was going to offer Dad some final words before he stepped out, which I think he'll be back in a minute. I might I'm going to go overtime because I'm usually here for roughly an hour, but I'm going to go overtime a little bit to give them an opportunity to say their final words, and then I'll say my goodbyes, and then we'll get ready to go because we have to get grub. So we are on the 4 o'clock hour right now. 58, 59, bam, 1 hour. I've been here for 1 hour. So Dad's starting to truck. Amy, you go ahead and say what you want to say.
Peace out, be safe, be careful out on them roads.
Peace out, be safe, and be careful on the roads. And then when Dad comes back in, which I'm sure he will, I'll let him say his piece because he usually has some closing thoughts. Unless he comes in to say, "Hey, are you ready to go? The truck's warmed up. You're ready to go." But I got to get my boots on yet, and I got to get my phone charger, and of course, I got my phone right here. And Blade, if you email me, um, you know, that'd be cool too. We can still keep in touch when we're not, when I'm not here doing the Sunday video update. There's other ways that maintain communication if that's what you choose. But if not, it's. But email me the names. Please make sure you email me the names of the people who are spewing forth garbage out of their pie holes, if you would, please. I'd appreciate that. So let's see here. What was I going to say? Oh, tomorrow, I don't know if we're going to Pine Run unless Dad finds a way. I don't know if we're going out there or not. I'm not exactly sure what Dad has planned. I'm hoping he comes back in so he can say some final words before we head out the door. Yeah, I'm starting to have my doubts too. He's out there trying to get the truck warm and he's revving the truck. Like, come on, Jared, let's go. So I think Dad would probably say, have a good week. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, treat each other nicely, all that good stuff. And I will echo what Dad would otherwise say, and especially what Amy says. I love you guys very much. You have a great rest of your week. Thank you for tuning in. Blade, we'll keep in touch away from YouTube. And thank you again for letting me know. And thank you to Chewing Off My Toenail and chat. It was a nice little conversation that we had. And thank you to Linda Hendrick, my friend Linda. She is truly one of a kind, one of the sweetest friends I've ever had. And I'll be back again next week, guys. So keep it real and take care of each other and be nice. And, if you're going to post my address on Facebook, at least make sure you're going to put it to good use. Like send me some money or send me some, Christmas cookies, hey, I'm open. I'll take anything you give me other than bullshit, but I love you all very much and I will see you next week. So I'm out. Bye-bye.